මේ 2012 British Council Ideators reality අභියෝගමාලාවේ අවසන් මහා තරගයේ පළමු සති අන්තයයි. ලාරා සහ උදාන අවසන් තරගකරුවන් දෙදෙනායි. අන්තර්ජාතික වෙළඳපොළට නව වෙළඳ නාමයක් හරහා කාන්තා ඇඳුම් කට්ටල 6ක් බැගින් නිර්මාණය අද ලැබුණු අභියෝගයේ මූලිකාංශය. එකී කාන්තා නිමි ඇඳුම් වලට අමතරව නවතම ලාංඡනයකින් හෙබි ළමා ටී-ෂර්ට් නිර්මාණයක්ද ඔවුන් අතින් නිමාවට පත්විය යුතුයි. ඊට අමතරව තම වෙළඳ ව්‍යාපාරයේ ආරම්භීම සඳහා අවශ්‍ය ප්‍රාග්ධනය වෙනුවෙන් HNB බැංකුව ආයෝජකයෙකු ලෙස සම්බන්ධ කර ගැනීමට විධිමත් සැලසුමක් පිළියෙල කිරීමත් අවසන් තරගකරුවන් දෙදෙනා විසින්ම කළ යුතුයි. එපමණක්ද නොවේ. තම වෙළඳ ආයතනය හරහා නිමාවට පත්වන නිමි ඇඳුම් දැනටමත් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ඇඳුම් විලාසිතා ක්ෂේත්‍රය තුළ ඉහළ නමක් රැඳූ වෙළඳ ආයතන හරහා වෙළඳ පොළට ගෙන ඒමටත් ඔවුන් සැලසුම් කළ යුතුයි. අවසානයේදී ආකර්ශනීය හා නිර්මාණශීලී දැවැන්ත ඇඳුම් විලාසිතා දැක්මක් තුළින් තම නිමි ඇඳුම් ප්‍රදර්ශනය කළ යුතුයි. මේ සියල්ල සැලසුම් කළ යුත්තේ ලාරා සහ උදාන පමණයි. ඔවුන් තෝරාගත් සෙසු මිතුරු මිතුරියන් සිටින්නේ ඔවුන් දෙදෙනාගේ සහායට පමණයි. තීරණ ගැනීමේත් සැලසුම් කිරීමේත් විධිමත් ලෙස රාජකාරී පැවරීමේත් අයිතිය ලාරා සහ උදාන පමණක් සතුයි.
උදාන පෙරටු කරගෙන මේ පිරිස යන්නේ ඔඩෙල්හි නිලධාරී මණ්ඩලය හමුවේ තම වෙළඳ නාමය වූ අග්ලි ඩක්ලින් හඳුන්වා දීමට.
Hi. Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Adam. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Udana.
What do you guys have for choice?
Okay. We've got our range and it's been, Photoshop just to show the colors. These are the garments that we have picked.
So
and
yes. Should we introduce the brand first?
Yes, we will.
Okay, so our brand is called Ugly Duckling. It's inspired by the fable Ugly Duckling. Basically, we thought that as our raw materials, the rejected garments, are deemed imperfect and therefore unsaleable, similar to the Ugly Duckling, we wanted to transform them into swans through upcycling. So basically, we want to upcycle rejected garments to make them the highest quality they can be, premium apparel with high ethical and environmental values.
Lara. Lara, good to meet you. This is a six-piece collection that we've designed. This few sketches of the piece we've come up with. It's an upcycling collection made out of old or unwanted pieces of clothes, trousers, shirts, dresses. And we put together a beautiful collection made out of these old materials or old clothes into 6 really beautiful dresses and 5 dresses and 1 play suit. You may go through it if you like. The concept of this idea was because there's so many pieces coming together to form one dress, it gave us we're inspired by the modular concept of little pieces of units coming together to form one thing. And that's why the collection is called Modularis. It's a Latin word for modular. These are some of the images that inspired us during the creation process. The colors inspired us, the mood inspired us, and we really wanted to design something that was edgy, different. So we thought about the consumer when we were designing this collection. We thought, okay, if you're doing something that is upcycling, and by the way, upcycling is more of a type of recycling that takes something that is basic and takes it to something that is more high-end, versus a downcycling, which is the recycling we're more familiar with, where it takes something that has a high asset or like something like aluminum and trying to melt it down. The process is much more difficult and it brings it down to a lesser value product versus upcycling where it takes it to a higher value product. So we thought we can't take a shirt and turn it into another shirt. We take a shirt and turn it into a wonderful dress. So
Who is your market that you're looking at?
we're looking at people like us, young, from about age 21 to 35. We also looked at the adult customer as well. I'm wearing an Odell dress. I shop at Odell. I find their clothes very interesting, very inspiring, very engaging, and we thought this was a good way to bring in something that was different, that would attract the Odell customer to have something unique.
උදාන තම සගයන් සමග කාසා කළම්බෝ වෙත පැමිණියා. කාසා කළම්බෝ එළඹෙන සති අන්තේ ඇඳුම් විලාසිතා දැක්ම පවත්වන්නට නියමිත ස්ථානයයි. ඊට නිමන්ති සහභාගී වුණේ නැහැ. ඇය හුඟක් කාර්යබහුලව සිටි නිසායි. ඇය පමණක්ම නොවේ. සියලු දෙනාම අද බොහෝසෙයින් මහන්සි වන බව පෙනුණා. අච්චලා මෙන්ම නැතලි තම ඇඳුම් විලාසිතා පිළිබඳ හසල දැනුම ලාරා වෙනුවෙන් පරිත්‍යාග කරද්දී ඇලෙක්ස් තොරතුරු එක්රැස් කිරීමේ කාර්යයෙහි යෙදුණා. සුරාජ් සහ ඩැනියල් වෙහෙසුනේ විශේෂයෙන්ම ඇඳුම් විලාසිතා දැක්ම නිර්මාණය හා සංවිධානය වෙනුවෙන්. මේ අතර උදානගේ සහයක පිරිසත් ඉදිරියටම ඇදුණා. ඔවුන් උදාන හට ප්‍රබල ශක්තියක් වූ බව අමුතුවෙන් කිව යුතු නැහැ.
Are you gonna wear it? Is it gonna fit? Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty good.
This time they might have to. They might have to make adjustments.
But my leg is short.
Let me think. They have to think about accessories.
What do you think about this one?
It's better than what it was before. Definitely. It's neater.
Okay.
What do you think?
What is it? I think it's pretty good.
Oh, sorry. What do you think?
ඇඳුම් විලාසිතා පිළිබඳ පමණක්ම නෙවෙයි. රසට උණුණුවේ තේ කෝප්පයක් පිළියෙල කිරීමේ දැනුමද උපේක්ෂී සතුවීම සෙසු සගයන්ට සතුටුදායක කාරණාවක් වුණා. උදාන කලින් අභියෝගවලදී කාලය මැනගැනීමේදී තිබූ දුර්වලතාවන් දැන් මග හැරගෙන ඇති හැඩයි. ඔවුන් කලට වේලාවට ඇඳුම් නිමාවට පත් කර තිබුණා. ලාරාද තම සගයන් සමග බොහෝ දුර ගොස් තිබුණා.
Start off with the brand, the company.
Our brand is called Ugly Duckling. It's inspired by, obviously, the fable Ugly Duckling with the same namesake. This branding is a little bit misleading. We're currently in the process of redoing it due to customer research. But the story behind the brand is we're an upcycling company, women's wear apparel to start with. And similarly to the signet that's depicted in the fable, obviously as the garments that form our raw materials are deemed imperfect and insaleable, we want to transform them from the ugly duckling into the swan. So we're upcycling rejected garments into one-off beautiful pieces, high emphasis on quality and obviously with high ethical and environmental value. That's our mission statement, to add value to existing garments through upcycling, producing optimal quality apparel, obviously with the ethical and environmental value again. So that's the story of our brand. If I move on to the collection, we were inspired by Spring-Summer 2012 catwalk trends that we've seen globally. We want our brand to be in keeping with global trends, but also be marketable and commercial to a Sri Lankan audience. So a Sri Lankan audience is our primary demographic, but we're inspired particularly by the feminine silhouettes we've seen with a high neck. We think that also ties into the brand quite nicely, as the high neckline on the garments accentuates the neck, and that's obviously the most recognisable and beautiful feature of the swan. We want our silhouettes to be feminine, and then we've added metallic embellishment and colour blocking, which are two trends we've seen throughout Europe and in New York, to add some detail to the garments. Also, that lends itself nicely to the upcycling element, as we can incorporate different garments and different colours into the one.
Udana cotton collection hi sakacha hamara kala. Me Lara ge varayai.
Alright, this will work for cotton collection. Hi, I'm here to introduce the Caxton label. It's a design company that is passionate about recycling waste. We have put together a 6-piece collection that we'd like to introduce to the cotton collection. These are technical drawing images of the collection. We're a brand that is very passionate. We're first designers, but second, we noticed the amount of waste that comes out of the apparel industry, and we decided to turn our passion for fashion into something that is more environmentally friendly. We go by the motto, if you refuse to reuse, it's the earth you abuse. After the flooding that happened in Pakistan and the effect on cotton growers and the availability of cotton, it inspired me as a designer to look for more environmentally friendly ways to come up with a new collection. The beauty about upcycling versus downcycling is taking something that has a low value and turning it into something that is very, very different. Downcycling, which is the normal kind of recycling that we're used to, is taking, PET bottles or recycling them, or taking aluminium and melting them. The process of doing a downcycling is that sometimes the process is actually more tedious and more expensive than actually making the original product. That's the major difference between downcycling and upcycling. And so we're able to take something that is already of low value and turn it into something that could be potentially of very high value with very little process or anything environmentally damaging during that process. And we really looked at what upcycling meant to the consumer. It's not just taking an old t-shirt and turning it into another t-shirt. It's about taking an old t-shirt and finding ways to make it into a fabulous dress, which is what we've done.